Yo, crypto in health. You want to know how crypto is working in health? We come to you every day with juicy news on wealth, wellness, and well-being. We're broadcasting to you live from 1.4 degrees south of the equator and 37 degrees east of the central meridian. I'd like to tell you we're right in the cryptographic middle of the world. You're with me, Scholastica Mugi, and I'm coming to you at 1200 hours Coordinated Universal Time UTC here on the Yubrakan channel. You're just in time. Guys, I hope you're safe wherever you are, and I hope that you're self-quarantine and you're isolating yourself in case of any symptoms, flu-like symptoms or a cold. And of course, I am here to make that your afternoon even much better, even as we catch up on what's happening in the crypto world as well as the blockchain. And so, guys, as usual, we need to wash our hands frequently with soap and water. We need to sanitize. If you have access to an alcohol-based sanitizer, then good for you. Please make sure you're using it. And of course, you are avoiding close contact with people who have cold or flu-like symptoms, as well as ensuring that you cover your nose and mouth while sneezing and coughing using a disposable tissue. Let us follow those guidelines, guys, because we need to keep ourselves safe and we need to also be mindful of our loved ones. Right now, even your enemies are just your loved ones. Ensure that you're safe and ensure that you're mindful of everyone. So, guys, of course, my register today for people who are constantly washing their hands. Big up to Grace, Naomi, Shuko, Irene, Barbara, Abed, Susan, Evans, Betty, JJ, Jojo, Mark Wawero, Mr. Mbuga, Kimani Kamau, Eglantin Lonperia, Romario Producer Purity, Stephen Opanga, Justice Kimeli, Daniel Kinuthia, Veronica Mwangi, Solomon Mushemi, David Muturu, Miss Kindness for Chari Productions, Madam Beatrice Morango, Joyce of Seattle, Dr. Stephen Karanja, Pinch 254, Samuel Gatua, Brian Rakoi, Ian Mwangi, Jacob Yatol, Paul Njoroge, Jane Nelson, The Prince, Triza Justin, Mohammed Ali, Global Trader, Ruth Owino, Jane Gashugu, Irene Keaton, Engineer Masinga, the comical Canadian, and of course you, our silent viewer, feel much appreciation even as you keep us company each and every single day. So, guys, our inspiration today is coming from Isaiah chapter 26, verse 3 to 4, and it says, "Those of steadfast mind you keep in peace because they trust in you. Trust in the Lord forever, for in the Lord God you have an everlasting rock." Yes, that is the word. We are trusting in God. And of course, we're leaving everything in God's hands, even as we wash our hands. Today on our crypto word of the day, we look at terms related to coronavirus. COVID-19 is here with us, guys, and we can't run away from it. We just have to understand it. We have to keep ourselves informed. And so today we look at incubation period and what it means to the incubation period of COVID-19. And then on our crypto news segment, we're looking at Ripple Labs donating $200,000 to combat COVID-19 pandemic. And of course, on Eureka today, we are encouraging everybody to get active with Ubrecoin. And of course, you get to Finexbox, you get to either Flyer Exchange, as well as understanding why you are so interested, why you need to even be more interested in UBN. Talk about UBN having the ability to fund technologies that are geared towards disease detection, which is definitely the key to fighting such pandemics as COVID-19. So guys, let's define incubation period. Now, this is the period between infection and the appearance of signs of a disease. Now, the incubation period of COVID-19 is estimated to be between 2 and 14 days. That's the period between the infection, once you're infected, and the appearance of signs of a disease. That is why people, once you get into the country, you hear most of the times people have been told to go on a mandatory quarantine of 14 days. just to make sure that you do not have this COVID-19. And if you have signs showing within this period that you have COVID-19, then definitely you head on to isolation. So let's keep understanding these terms, guys, even as we put in the measures that we have been told to prevent and reduce the transmission, and to just allow ourselves to be disciplined as well as maintaining basic hygiene. That's the key. That should be your key. And of course, God above everything, we shall conquer. Now, let's head out to our crypto news segment. We're looking at an article on Cointelegraph by Felipe Erazo, and it headlines Ripple Labs donates $200,000 to combat COVID-19 pandemic. Now, Ripple Labs announced a donation of $200,000 to two different nonprofit organizations on March 25th. These donations will aid in the fight to contain the spread of the coronavirus throughout the US. In a tweet published on Ripple's official profile, the lab stated that $100,000 will go to the Tipping Point Emergencies Response Fund and the Silicon Valley Community Foundation's COVID Regional Response Fund, respectively. Now, Tipping Point, which is a San Francisco based nonprofit organization, works to combat poverty in the California city thanks to a network of partners who support the cause. Now, they hope to raise $1 million in total for the COVID-19 response. They hope to raise $1 million in total for the COVID-19 response initiative. On the other hand, the Silicon Valley Community Foundation is focused on containing the effects of COVID-19 throughout the Silicon Valley area. This is an especially prescient move during a time when governments around the world have taken measures to ensure that citizens are observing proper social distancing procedures. Now we're talking about looking for ways in which we can try to stop the spread of COVID-19. And of course, as Ubrica, we are more interested in this particular subject because it's so dear to our hearts. Now, health is a very critical aspect, and we look at it in all dimensions. We look at it in terms of looking for technologies that are going to help us detect these diseases, detect these outbreaks before they turn into epidemics and later on into this pandemic such as the COVID-19. And so we're saying, guys, that this is our chance, and we're using our Ubricoin to do specifically this. We're saying that we're going to use Ubricoin because we know that a crypto such as Ubricoin is a crypto that is focused on health and just health. And this is very critical because, as we have seen across the globe, everyone in the world is struggling to see how they can contain and they can maintain the people who are getting infected. Now, the health system are slowly getting overwhelmed with the number of people who want to be either checked or who want to get tested for the COVID-19 and even other diseases. So, guys, we're saying that the health system is very critical. And if we don't change our mind, I think this is a wake-up call for each and every single person. We need to put more funding in our health systems. Let us not overlook the role that the health systems are playing, because now more than ever we can see that there is nothing else that is going to save our world if we do not have a robust health system. Now, Ubrica has come to do exactly that, and that is why we're urging each and every single person to buy yourself some UBNs. Ensure that wherever you are, you have your Ubricoins. Now more than ever that we're experiencing a lot of staying at home, we need you to get active with the Ubricoin. And I want to send you to two exchanges for your weekend. This is Finexbox. You'll find a very amazing pair of UBN BTC and another one of UBN ETH. Now, when you get to either Flyer Exchange, you'll find UBN ETH. And we want you to get active with your Ubricoins. Let them not just lie in your smartphone. Let us do something with our Ubricoin so that we raise the value of Ubricoin, and eventually we will get where we want to be. Because, guys, we're saying that health is definitely a very key role. I mean, it plays like the overall. It's everything. It's all we got, guys. And if we don't take care of our health, then nothing else is going to work, guys. So we're saying that let us do our bit. Let us be there to ensure that you are playing your role. And let us find projects that are focused on health, because this is what we have seen. Even right now, it is evident that we can't do without a robust health system. No matter how much we want to get back to our jobs, if we are not healthy, there is nothing that we're saying. Going back to job is not an option as long as people are not healthy, as long as people do not feel safe, and as long as people do not trust that they can go on with their daily lives being healthy, then there is nothing else that can function, guys. So let us look at it deeply. Let us reflect about what we're doing towards ensuring that we're getting the robust health systems that we talk about, guys. And of course, as Eureka, this is our main concern. And so for any questions that you have, guys, feel free to always get to us. If you don't have Ubra coins, this is the time to buy, guys. This is the time that we're saying we are in a campaign of buying Ubra coins to stop pandemics. And of course, we are anti-pandemic, we are anti-epidemic, we are anti-outbreak with our Ubra coins. So this is the time, guys. Feel free to give us a call on 0755 844 017, and we'll get back to you. And of course, put any comments or suggestions or questions on the comment section below, and we will definitely get back to you. This is Scholastica Mugi signing out, wishing you a lovely weekend ahead. Love you guys. Ciao.